Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, God. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cuz We Geeks. But we encourage you to stay geek, man. Look, I'm telling you right now, I ain't doing no running, man. It's your boy, Real. Got my cuz in the building, the man who puts cuz in Cuz We Geeks, your boy Will, the professional himself, the hater of all time, showing off the per usual, Big J. And of course, we got BA, man, out here enjoying a certain movie because a lot of people died, man. So listen. We definitely appreciate y'all, man, geeking out with your boys for another episode, man. We do this every Tuesday and every Saturday morning. So guys can join us here, man. We talk about all things movie and television related to the geek culture. So hit that subscribe button, man. Join us here. Also, to everybody, hit them likes for today, man. So we continue to try to build this channel up to find more geeks like yourselves, man. All right, fellas. So check it out. Got a lot to get into, man. But first, y'all already know how we do, man. We got to talk about a show that's been going on here on HBO Max. We got to get into it. Welcome to Derry. It's getting real good, fellas. It's getting real good. So listen, if you have not seen this show, I'm going to tell you right now. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yes, sir. Listen, if you ain't seen the show, we encourage you to go watch it. Come back. Let us know what you think, y'all. All right. So for now, we about to get on this movie here, or should I say this show? Welcome to Derry. Cuz, man, what's your take on episode 4, man?
So
you still swatting stuff away, man. What's up?
My doctor said I can't watch the show anymore. It's too bad for my heart. It gives me high blood pressure, so it's been a good watch at this point. It's been fantastic. More and more the clown has been coming out. We should have known that the pictures was just for the kids to see.
I think about that.
Known. Because like last week we were saying like we felt that it was going to end up going to be that jump scare where something was going to come out the picture, but it just made so much sense that it was going to end up the kid or just the kids end up seeing it. Because I thought like at first it's like, are they really seeing it? And then when they kept going with it, it was like, they just mess with the kids now.
He's like, is that bird poop? I'm like,
man. It's like, man, y'all wild. It's upsetting. And then you know what? This might have been my favorite episode so far. And can you take a guess of why?
Why?
Girl finally got. She didn't get snuffed yet. She didn't get killed, but she got hurt. The bad friend. The bad friend. She didn't get murked yet, but she did.
I'm back like hurt. You ain't happy, Big J.
No, I'm not because it framed old girl. So like,
yeah. It made her look bad. It made her look bad. Yeah, and you see that the blood is a whole different spot. It made her the girl look bad, but I'm just happy that the friend got something because she's been terrible. She's been a terrible human. So she definitely deserves some get up. I do love the fact that they did give us more history of the entity coming down. I think it was BA talked about it. The fact that this was going to end up happening at some point, that they will talk more about the entity coming down and giving back the story of it and everything in with the 27 years and everything. So I'm really glad that they took the time with it to be able to know how it got here and what's this been doing while it's been here. And my last thing is why the brother got to be doing this for the military? Like, just leave the entity alone. Why you gotta go find these rocks and for them release it? Like it's about to be all bad. It's about
just doing what he told, cuz.
Yeah, it's
what he said.
What you got, Big J?
So this one, I do believe this was an uptick from the last episode.
Yeah,
I thought we had a lot more storytelling. It wasn't like I said as Scooby-Doo-ish as the last one was.
Yeah,
running through the cemetery and the weird ghost stuff and all that stuff. This one, like I said, they did the history of the back history going back to the ancient, Native American civilizations and how they interacted with it and discovered it, and then how they bound Pennywise and and they never have talked about the turtle yet, so we still wonder about that part because nobody's mentioned. They keep alluding to it with the duck and cover and all that, but they haven't fleshed that part out. I think it's I'm good to what I'm seeing from the kids. Like I said, I was hoping we would have got a comeuppance for your favorite child actress, but nah, that was messed up because, like I said, they did it in the worst way because all of a sudden, she's trying to wrestle the thing from her, and everybody's like, and then she turns, looks like, I can't believe y'all caught me stabbing her in the eye. I'm like, and the girl couldn't say nothing.
Yeah.
She'll probably say something next episode because we saw next episode, girl didn't get arrested or anything. So yeah,
I don't know. Yeah. And like I said, also there's a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, Charlotte, the wife is sticking her nose and stuff. So I'm wondering how that's gonna go. Showing up at the police station, threatening the police. I'm like, that's not smart. This is, I know it's still the '60s, and you still. So trying to cause trouble for them people. Them people ain't want to hear nothing about that. And threatening to call JFK and RFK. And then,
all the alphabets.
Yep, have her disappeared. I'm telling you. But like I said, but good show, good episode. Looking forward to seeing what happens next. I'm wondering about your boy because all that when he went inside the nephew's mind.
He did that Professor X, man. He
did this one. That was the last one he did. This one, it just went in his mind.
Hey, when he did that, you're like, oh man, he's serious.
And when that one eye drooped on the aunt, that was the thing that killed me too. When that one eye just drooped.
Flopped. Yeah.
I figured it was something going on when she started doing that. It's like, oh, he must have did something.
He's cool, but it's interesting though. He seems to be a little leery of Hanlon. I'm not Hanlon, of what's your boy name? Yeah, of Leroy Hanlon.
Yeah.
So we'll see. What about you, B? What you
got? So far, this is probably one of the best episodes I've seen in quite some time. I can't think of too many things that they hit on that you can check like boxes for. What I mean by that is, did it have like a eerie part to it? Yeah, check. When old girl cut off her eye, in a sense, that was crazy. That was like I had to take a pause for that. Like, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna see this right now. Then they tie in the lore of it and whatever that is. They finally kind of flushed that out. So they did a great job at that. Now we see why he's within that perimeter that they try to set for him, and that he escaped that some kind of way. But we at least see why he's in there. So they did a real good job of that. Didn't take too long. Real cut to the point. The 13 pillars or whatever, and call it a day. So that was pretty cool. The foreshadowing they put in there as well when little I guess Will was fishing, and his father kind of jumped out on him and said, "You gonna burn too?" Well, yeah, he did, and then that's how he dies, according to it chapter 2. So like, goddamn, like, he's really gonna die that way. Like, or chapter 1, whatever it was. But when they reveal it later in the movie, that's how Mike's father died, is in a fire. And then I guess the civil rights part to it, like that stuff was real. Old boy, what was his name? Hank was made that small confession, saying, "Look, man, hey, I know I'm accused of killing kids, but sleeping with a white woman is like different."
Yeah.
I told him, they gonna trigger you for that too, homeboy.
Yeah, I felt that's what it was.
It don't matter. But in his eyes, that tells me that it's somebody important. That tells me that he slept with somebody like important. It might be the police wife or something like that. Like it's somebody important enough to say, like, look, I'd rather be on the hook for killing these kids than letting everybody know I slept with her. So it's somebody important. So like I said, so somebody's wife that's highly important. So not no widower, not no single white woman. That was that. So I guess so it did tie on a lot of strings there, And shout out to Charlotte Melton. Charlotte, yeah, that's a Charlotte. That's her name. And what she's the fight that she was about to take. Like you can tell that's how she is in a sense. Like, yeah, I'm ready to take it to that I guess to that forefront. And then when their son had the visions or looking outside and seeing the quote unquote it person. We don't know who it was. It could be Pennywise. It could be this other clown that's starting to pop up now. Um, what did Will's father say? He said, "Look, this is the stuff that you caused. Like you went down to the station and now people are outside." And he ran right outside. He had to get his roll first, but he ran right outside and did what any father would do, like doing the stereotypical where you at, in front of the whole neighborhood, and the whole neighborhood thinking that you crazy possibly. So that's what's happening, and they checked on all those boxes, and I was surprised that they did that in one episode, and two, they did it pretty seamlessly. And like so, shout out to the director, shout out to the writer, like all the whole team. Like this is a very well put together episode. Last week's was kind of dragging a little bit. Now that I've seen this episode, like this ain't got nothing to do last week's or any other time. So yeah, they've really brought a lot of things together, and I'm not sure that they could get better because it's just going to be like more emphasis on what they just laid out in this particular episode. So this is one of those ones I thought it could have been a mid-season, like one of those mid-season joints, mid-season finales or whatever. That's where this was. Like they put emphasis on this, so we'll see how the rest of the season goes. I do think I'm starting to believe that who wrote this, Stephen King or whoever. Look, he might have some type of thing when it comes to black people and burning. We burn it too much in his works. If you realize, like the shack that they're doing, the boom boom room that they created, that's gonna burn down. Will's parent, Will himself, I'm sorry, he burns years later. Why are we always burning? Why we can't die other ways? We burn a little bit too much, but I like the way they set up the. I guess you might. I came up with this one, so holler at your boy if it comes true. They're going to show the creation of the boom boom room and how that's being created to get burned down, and then you're going to see them going to the house and the decaying of the house as that continues to get powerful as the season goes on. The Pennywise house, his lair in a sense. So you're gonna see like a dichotomy of the two houses as we move forward in a sense. And I'm here for it, man. It's and shout out to Hanlon or whatever. He's been phenomenal. The dude that's playing the Shining guy. Like he's been spot on in that interrogation room. I was right there with him, and then he had that Pennywise smile when he was talking to the little Indian yo. I said, "Oh snap!" Yeah, are you channeling Pennywise a little bit? I don't know. Hey man, hey.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was Pennywise at first.
Right. He came off. He came off a little early with it. So I'm thoroughly enjoying this. You know what I'm saying. So, and anytime you can tie in, like I said, just that that 60 that how everything is soaked with racism and everything like that. I'm surprised you ain't gonna have people walking out with pickets, picket fences and everything, signs and everything like that. Big J, if you could tell us about your time when you was protesting in the 60s, how did that go? Because I know it was touch and go for a lot of places. I don't know how it was where you from, but all in all, I think just to go back on track, it was very, very nicely put together when it comes to this particular episode.
You mute too, BJ. Listen, man. This episode.
Basically, growing up in Louisiana, that was actually after my time. Was the 60s. I did more with Harriet Tubman and her crew than with the later folks. I left all that stuff to the youngsters like MLK and Malcolm and all that. We called them Detroit Red you know, where I was from. We ain't worried about all that bridge.
On Detroit Red. Understood.
Yeah, well, man. Listen, bro.
Well,
I agree with y'all, man. This episode was fire, man. The fact that, you know, we're starting to kind of see it kind of, I say it, he's saying it. Pennywise starting to show himself a little bit more. Like you said, we're starting to see more and more of him here in these episodes. Matter of fact, how many episodes total? Is it going to be 6? Please say 6.
I was thinking it was 8, but it might be 6.
I think it's more than that. I think it's like closer to 8 to 10.
Oh, come on, man. Dang it, bro. Okay. I mean, still a better episodes ahead, I guess. Yeah, man, I agree with y'all said. The wife need to chill. I do appreciate
It's
what
8.
she doing though. So it is 8. Okay, so we halfway there. So it's cool what she doing for the man, and you know, cause they did need somebody to kind of step in for him because they didn't even do the due process, bro, for this guy when he went to jail or whatever. So shout out to her, but she kind of gotta. She is stepping on some toes or whatever. Like, and like you said, BA, in them times, bro, they don't play that, man. Like you can lose your life for real, and they'll take your family out for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. I will give you props on this though, BA. You called it with the when I think I asked last week, how are the natives they're able to not like be infected by it, or they all know what's going on even when they're adults. And I think you answered it. You said it got to be some kind of ritual or something like that, and they showed it here in this episode where they went and got pieces of his ship and then put those pillars up along this one particular area to try to barricade him in. But because his reach has started to become stronger about gaining those kids and hell, even adults, you know what I'm saying? We're starting to see him also with the adults now. He's starting to get stronger, and those barriers are starting to kind of not have that same effect that you would think they would. Like I said, with I'm kind of glad that the father is also seeing what's going on with his son, so that way the son won't seem crazy. So the son, when he's telling you, "Hey man, it's a clown chasing me," now he'll know what's going on or whatever, right? He's seen this crazy stuff going on. He'll know what's going on. You know, since I saw the burn marks on his arm and all that stuff. I'm kind of glad he see that too, because like you said, when those kids brought those pictures to the police didn't see it because it didn't want them to see it. He's saying it. Pennywise didn't want them to see it or whatever, right? So for him to go in and actually, you know, have those adults, him, Hamlin, and all of them, they can see him. You know, Hamlin actually had some type of contact with him, so he could see him too. So I'm kind of glad that those adults at least see him, even though I don't think nobody going. Well, the military probably believe him because they know what they're looking for, or whatever. So they might believe him. But man, this is a typical, you know, case of what we've seen in these movies, man, where the military want to find this weapon and try to control it or whatever, and people are trying to tell them you cannot control it. You might not want to stay away from it, and they don't listen, and it backfires. We're starting to get that case because the lead Native American, she tried to tell him. Hamlin tried to tell him, like, yo, bro, from what I dealt with in this small part of time, you might not want to deal with this. You might want to stay away from this. Guy didn't say nothing. He just walked off and said, hey man, is there anything you need? You need a beer? You need a brand new roof over your head, new pillow, whatever. It's like, bro, come on, man. Like, y'all, you knew as a kid how dangerous this thing was. Why would you want to subject everybody else to that? You think you can control it when the lady who knows more than you, who told you about him, is telling you you might want to stay away from this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's okay. Never mind. I was gonna say something, but I'll leave it alone. That's why I said, like for me, man, like y'all said, I agree. Last episode was dragging a little bit. This episode stepped it up or whatever. I think we're starting to kind of get back on track. I do believe that the friend is going to let the people know that the girl had nothing to do with her eye. Now she's going to probably, I don't know if she's going to tell the people what happened to her, that she thought she was a slug or whatever. I don't know, because she don't want to think she's crazy. But I think she will go to bat for old girl and say, no, she's not the one who did it. She helped me or whatever. So it's probably why we also see that girl not behind bars or in handcuffs or whatever in the previews that we saw after the show ended or whatever. So yeah, bro. Like I said, this show is getting good, man. So now you say 8 episodes, man. We got 4 more episodes to go, man. I'm just praying that last episode, man, did not disappoint. That's the only thing I'm hoping, man. So, but speaking of, you know, we also saw the Running Man movie. So that came out also too. and it had a couple of hints to Derry in that movie. But let me just get y'all thoughts on Running Man, bro. What you think about the Running Man, cuz?
It was fun. I really enjoyed it. After watching it, it made me want to go back and watch more of Stephen King's creations because it's a lot of tie-in. Like the part of it was them going into Derry. They had a stretch of being in Derry, and it was like, does more of his shows and movies link to other shows and movies?
They do.
And that's what I'm seeing more and more of late. I guess I never really paid attention to it like that, but it's been crazy to see now. But yeah, I enjoyed it. When I saw it, I was hoping that it does well when it comes to the box office. I said that it could end up struggling, but it's just the overall. You said the director typically gets rave reviews, but not the money to back it. And it sucks. It seems like it's on the same thing, but it was a fun movie, great watch, good action. It was a lot of craziness happening. A lot of people did get murked on it as well, and it's just a heavy eat to reach type of situation. So it was fun. It was fun to watch. What you got, Big J?
I liked it. Like I said, I liked the connections. I liked the acting. It wasn't like ham-fisted like a lot of stuff. I actually did enjoy Coleman Domingo. He was funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mhm.
all throughout he was funny. Like
Yeah,
all his scenes were good. Of course, Josh Brolin is great.
fantastic.
Yeah.
He could play the evil, you know,
That
executive.
asshole.
He was
Yep.
like he was kind of like that in the Sicario movies too. Remember, like he was
Yep.
kind of
Same.
pulling strings behind the, and he knew
Yep.
secrets that nobody else knew because he's the one sent old boy out on that mission to go get his revenge.
Yep.
So he's very good at that. He can play that Thanos
Good
level
movie, by the
villain,
way.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, great movie, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Sicario. All right.
But yeah, he's like I
Mhm.
said, I like that. I like the acting. The action was good. A lot of people died in a lot of creative ways. I
Mhm.
was clapping for BA as I was watching the movie because I just saw people getting killed left and right, blowing up in explosions.
A
You
tear
know.
dropping BAIs is
Oh
watching the
yeah,
movie.
I knew he was sitting in the movie theater just fine that
It's
somebody
beautiful.
gets me.
Shout to Edgar
But
Wright.
I mean, even on the airplane when he was killing people on the plane, it was just like
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, it was very violent, very good. The fun thing, I thought about the fact that somebody else suggested that we host a state-run game show for citizenship. I don't know if y'all saw that. That was about 2 months ago. They got floated out there. So we may not be that far from the Running Man in real life.
Jeez.
Mm. Mm.
It's supposed to be dystopian, but we might be dystopian right now.
No,
But
no, no. They mean it's by next week is what they mean, BJ.
I'm telling no, sir, that was thrown out there
No,
that they were going to have it hosted at the White House.
Mhm.
They're talking about hosting a game show for citizenship,
Oh,
and I'm like,
trust me. Nobody here don't think you lying. Trust me.
see,
So
what
yeah,
you
no,
got,
not
BA?
at all.
This was it was definitely better than the original for me. And
yeah, it
I can't
was.
say that for everything. Um, so shout out to the fact that they made a better movie. Um, yeah, at the end of the day, I was watching it, and yes, that airplane scene, what Paul's the cockpit, that joint, that was crazy. When he could, I didn't know where he got the accuracy from. He pulled that accuracy out his ass. I guess in a fear of fight or flight situation, he was definitely fighting. But I was like, yo, that was spot on. Um,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, we just got to give it up for Jamie Lawson. I mean, I'll fight for her too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just one of the things that I can see his passion. Um, because I get it. Let's just say, brother, I get it. So shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I would risk my life for some ducats, for some money in a sense, just so she can have a better life. So shout out to
How
Jamie
much? How
Lawson.
much was it?
$1
What was it?
billion,
1 billion.
Billy.
That's crazy.
New money. The old money don't work. I was like, why they?
Yeah.
I don't know this new money situation where they keep saying new.
With
I guess the old
Arnold's
money ain't
picture
working.
with
on
Arnold. Yeah, Arnold on the cover.
Yeah.
So, but no, it was good. It was all in all good. I saw it via Jack Sparrow. So that was good. I probably won't want to spend hard old money on this situation on this movie.
Shout
But
to Devin.
At the end of the day, it was good. It was watchable. When they mentioned Derry now, I guess in any works whatsoever, I'm like, yo, is that a real? It's not a real place. It should be. Whatever Derry refers to, they need to go to Maine and just call your city Derry. Whatever your city, your town, your county, whatever. Just it's Maine. Like, shout out to everybody. If anybody listening that's in Maine, you feel me. You know what I'm saying? What's good about Maine other than Derry right now? Just shout out to Derry. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be an overall hater of Maine, but when you hear that term Derry, you're like, whoa, that's that thing, yeah. So you might as well just
go turn away from
rename one of your towns. Welcome to Derry, and just call it a day. That's my take on it. It was a fun movie, though.
What you about to say, BJ?
I was looking at the box office for it, and I see now that why it's not making any money because certain people with eye patches is over here not paying money to support these artists trying to entertain us because it only made $28.6.
Hey, they want new money for that movie, man. All I had was old.
You had old money, you ain't had the new money.
Listen, I agree with y'all, man. Definitely a lot of undertones in this movie, like you said, BJ. I told my wife, I said, I wonder how many people actually watched this movie and got what the message was. Yeah, I know. So, which is crazy because my wife was saying that Stephen King wrote this back in, I want to say 70 something. It's crazy. He wrote this back in 70 something because this is more adapted to what the actual story was compared to what Arnold Schwarzenegger movie was. And it's crazy that they took this movie or this premise and it fits it today. That's the crazy part, right? And so, like I said, great movie, action, all that stuff. Some questionable decisions made by some of the people who were in the game, like old boy with the glasses. They're like, bro, you understand how serious this is? Like, have you not? He even said in the elevator, hey, he was like, oh, I don't think it's real and all that stuff. Yeah. Like, even if you think it was real, don't you think that you would try your best to try to win the game and try to win the money? You're sitting out here in the middle of the street just walking around like it ain't nothing. Then all of a sudden they run up on you like, fellas, and they pop them or whatever. So it's like, bro, come on, bro. What are we doing, man? Like y'all said, man, Derry got mentioned in there. What you said was before we started the show, BA. I said that while it was going on, I'm like, I wonder if she acting like that because they're in Derry. But then I had to remember he died in the 90s. Pennywise died in the 90s, so I don't think it would affect him anymore. But I mean, like you said, we might maybe he's still alive. I don't know, but I could sworn he died in It Chapter 2. But the fact too, I think that matter of fact, I don't know if any of y'all see The Longest Walk. Long Walk, whatever it's called. I wonder if they walk through Derry in that show.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, should I say movie or what? I'm gonna ask my wife. Because like I think right now they're starting to link a lot of these Stephen King whatever books and novels stuff together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. In some shape, form, or fashion or whatever. So yeah, that was a little nod because I think, like I said, me for one, I didn't know that he wrote. I didn't know it was a book. I thought it was just a movie they made up. You know what I'm saying? Like a premise they made up. I didn't know that he actually wrote this book. And so, like I said, now when you see them linking Derry in the movie, you're like, oh, okay, so yep, it's been stamped. This is definitely a Stephen King something. So, but yeah, like I said, pretty good movie, man. Glenn Powell was pretty good in the movie. Like I said, Coleman Domingo, like you said, Josh Brolin, those two stood out. Especially Coleman Domingo, he did pretty good. To say he wasn't a guy who got a lot of screen time, he was still pretty, good in that role or whatever, man. So shout out to him. But real quick though, cause what you get is on the scale of Kyle. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Should we do this? There we go. Good. What you get is Kyle Ken rating of the movie, man?
I give it a 7, a strong 7. Definitely would look to rewatch it. It wasn't a world beater, but it was consistent and it was a good watch.
Yeah, it sucks what you said too, Big J, about the 28 mil worldwide. I don't know why it didn't. Matter of fact, I didn't even know Now You See Me, Now You Don't came out. I just told my wife, I don't know why I thought it was coming out this weekend. So we're gonna probably end up seeing it this coming up weekend. Now You See Me, but yeah, I didn't know it came out the same day. That might have hurt it too, because that I think Now You See Me got what it make 90 million open weekend. Am I right? Am
I think it did. Yeah,
something like
it did
that.
a good opening weekend.
You know what I'm saying?
I we
So
had
that
more
hurt.
time for it too.
Yeah. I did too. I didn't even know because my wife's because my wife like if it's some movies like that, she'll kind of remind me like, oh, Sunset come out this weekend. She said she didn't even know. So, but yeah, what do you give, Big J?
Like I said, I'll probably give it a solid 8. Like I said, I think the storytelling, the action, everything was good. The acting was good. It was over the top of it's supposed to be. It was like the best version of Idiocracy.
Yeah. Yes. More violent and all that stuff too.
Yeah, more violent, but like I said, the games were more realistic. Of course, they ain't have all of it, but it was fun. It was a fun movie. It was a good movie, but it was also a smart movie because, but like I said, I think, like you said, most people ain't gonna get the message in the movie or the meaning of the dystopian future and realize, oh, they think, oh, look at that, there's people blowing up, ha ha ha. That's all they're gonna see.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
Eat the rich.
What you got, BA?
That same message was almost in the Monster series on Netflix when it came to Ed Gein. Like you still watching, right? Like you watching this. You know, everything that's horror based was slightly based off of what he did. And we watching it. We watch everything horror based. You know what I'm saying? So the public itself, we are sick individuals, man. It's just it is what it is. We are very Roman gladiator-ish type of a people. That lust never went away. It's there. We just hopefully we're more civilized in a sense.
We're desensitized to it.
Yeah, and you see like it's this world is not that far. It's not that far away. It's just will it have to pass the censorship? But if someone said, "Hey, look, I got some black market stuff, some dark web stuff of something similar, of people doing certain things," you don't think people won't watch it? So we're not too far from it. But with that being said, I'm gonna give it a strong strong 7. You know, got +1 because of Jamie Lawson.
I'm going to give it a 7.5. Since I think BJ you gave it an 8 because you gave it a 7. BA you gave it a 7. I'm gonna give it like a 7.5. I'm gonna be like in the middle with the answer. Yeah, like you said, like a lot of political undertones. Like I said, it's gonna probably go over a lot of people's heads. It was an entertaining way of telling you how things are. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they use people's struggles to profit off of it and benefit off of it that's crazy to me, bro. And like you said, we're not too far from that in real life about what's going on in that movie and stuff. And for Stephen King to write that book so far, so beyond in the past, man, to where it affects what's going on today, man. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. And remember, a lot of these books he wrote it when he was on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that to come to your mind at that point in time, bro, that tells you a lot right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me. But I mean, good movie. I recommend people go watch it. I hate that it's not making a lot of money right now, but like I said, for reasons I did not know. Now You See Me came out, and that's affecting the box office right now. They probably should have moved it up. What came out? Nothing came out 2 weeks ago, right?
It was the
we talking about a movie in there?
Yes. I forgot. I just talked about it too.
Yeah, we did talk about something too, didn't we?
Yeah.
So they.
It's memorable. Whatever it was very memorable.
I know, right? Because this is November, so I'm trying to find a time where they could have placed the movie to where it wouldn't have got affected with anything around it.
Oh, Predators! We saw.
I think
we just saw Predators.
Badlands.
Yeah, stay away from that. Stay away from that. Because would you think Now You See Me and them kind of take on the same kind of demographic?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. It's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering when I heard that. I'm like, I mean, I'm not saying like they completely different or nothing, but it's like
also Wicked got re-released too.
But it fully released.
I'm not saying they're the same audience, but people went out to see Wicked too. So that's still taking I guess, dollars away from a family if they wanted to have a choice.
And when that come out, when the new one come out,
this weekend.
That came out the
That's
14th.
why.
This weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
but they had the early release that just dropped, and then the full release is this weekend.
This weekend.
Yeah. You get
your sister.
cousin.
Yeah, but I say your sister gonna be in there. I know she's gonna be in there. I already got her ticket.
She went Monday. She went Monday.
Oh, I know. She was on Snapchat with it. So yeah. But yeah, we're just going to the next stage, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. We gotta get into these quick hits. All right, fellas, let's see what we got. So check it out. DC has reportedly started casting for a new Wonder Woman. So this came from them reporting that they're looking for a particular age range of, and I think an age range, a certain height or something like that of a woman for Man of Tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I thought that's what I heard. So it had people thinking like it's got to be Wonder Woman if that's what they're talking about. But I mean, it could probably be anything. But we're gonna speculate here, man, and we're gonna go with the fact it could be. It's gonna be Wonder Woman. We'll go with that. It's still a rumor, but we'll go with the fact that it's Wonder Woman. Let's get y'all thoughts, man. For one, do y'all think Wonder Woman is gonna be in the movie? Because now we're also hearing some other stuff that we're gonna talk about here in a little bit. But do you think Wonder Woman is gonna be in the movie, and who do you want to see as Wonder Woman? Let me start with you, Big J.
I mean, they need to introduce a Wonder Woman to the DCU. And did they give out the height and age requirements in that leak?
No, I didn't. You know what? That's on me. I should have read it. I just saw the part I saw was, matter of fact, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Keep talking, BJ. I got you.
I think they just said tall. I don't think they gave a number.
Okay. Yeah, my bad.
I had two people I've been looking at, and one of them I like, but she's not. I knew she wasn't gonna be tall enough, but I think she could pull off the action, and that's somebody we talked about recently because they were in I was talking about Amber Mid-Thunder. Of course, she was in Prey. She's also in the new Godzilla. She can do action, like I said. We saw her do action in Prey. She's athletic enough to pull out off, and she's believable. The other one we just saw in Running Man was Katie O'Brien, who's also been in some Star Wars stuff. She's 5'7", 36 years old, very athletic. Because she was in I think Mandalorian season 3, I believe.
Oh, you talking about old girl that it was one of the Running Man?
Yeah, she was in Running Man. She was the girl who was in the Running Man crew. She can pull off action stuff. She's done a lot of. I think she does stunt work.
Yeah, she's physical and stuff. So yeah,
she'd be another one that, like I said,
she might have actually fell on that crap table.
Oh, I'm sure she did. I think she does stunt work. I think she does stunt work too.
Okay, what you got, BA?
Adria Arjona, if I pronounced the name right. She I think she was also in she's Jason Momoa's girlfriend. I ain't gonna say that's her claim to fame or nothing like that, but if you want a quick Google check for her, and I think James Gunn already said that she'll be she'll be a wonderful Wonder Woman or something along those lines. Like you already reached out to her in a sense. But she's 5'7", and 5'7" should be. She should be tall enough. 5'7" should be tall enough in regular acting ways. The issue is you cast David Cornsweet. Like he's tall, so he's dwarfing a lot of other actors in the sense. So that's the issue they're gonna run into. You gotta have someone that's at least up to par with his height in a sense. And that's the thing. I keep circling around to that. But I think she fits the role. That's if they want to go that route with it. They can also go the animated route. And what I mean by animated route, the animated Wonder Woman is far more lacks melanin than what we would think of the Wonder Woman from comics in a sense, right? Like the Mediterranean part of it. Nah, the animated one is just a white woman. Just call it what it is. So they could go that route. I hope they don't. To add a little flavor to this thing, you know what I'm saying? So, but that'll be my pick. Yeah, she's a beautiful woman. She can get into some action roles. She's done some action roles before. And you know, I wanted to propose this question to y'all when I seen this on the docket. Let's take Gal Gadot. Let's take her and her portrayal of Wonder Woman. It's not the best, but let's take her portrayal. What will be the difference between her, that Wonder Woman, and let's say Supergirl? What will be the difference in like fighting, and because when I say that to say they was very similar in how they fought. The Wonder Woman of that time was very stoic in her fighting. You know what I'm saying? They seemed very similar, so that's why I kept saying, like, when I seen the Supergirl push, I'm like, that's Wonder Woman in a sense. That's what they're doing. So when I see that they're casting for like they're really doing it, I'm expecting a more ground-based Wonder Woman that can actually fight. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, she's supposed to.
If you give me that Gal Gadot version again, then I'm seeing Supergirl in a different outfit. So you have to do something different to me, and I think when it comes to hand-to-hand combat and all those things, that's kind of what set Wonder Woman apart. She can really fight. You know what I'm saying? She's not like,
one of the
I
best
need a few punches
in the comics.
Right. I don't need a few punches to win. Like I'm really with the hands right now. So I hope they go that route when it comes to this version of Wonder Woman, or else I'll get Supergirl again. Your thoughts? Y'all thoughts?
No, so I think you had this talk already. So to me, personality, it stands out between those two. Supergirl is a little bit more immature. She still has some growing up she needs to do. Wonder Woman is already established. She's been around for 1,000 years, so she's already established. She's a little bit more controlled,
stoic,
more stoic, more stern. You know what I'm saying? Yet she does have depending on which one. Because Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman had a little bit of compassion in her. You know what I'm saying? So she's kind of Superman, but a lot more serious, if that makes sense. Like this Superman, we talk about the David Cornsweet Superman is what I mean. A little bit more serious, but she kind of has that compassion and that just like real stern, kind of not super stern, but like a serious tone to her. You know what I'm saying? But like she's an adult in the room. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you supposed to continue with your pick as well. Like it was multiple.
I was reading Salem's comment, the difference between Gal Gadot and this is.
No, go ahead. Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead. Shoot.
I know it's crazy because like each of the women that we choose, Adria, the one that I'm looking at is Adria, then also Melissa Barrera. She was in Scream 6. She's 5'7" as well. I feel like she could play Wonder Woman.
So, because y'all keep saying the 5'7", 5'8" thing. If you put some shoes on her, right? She's gonna be damn near 6 feet.
Yeah. They get closer.
It is not gonna look like like he's just like abnormal or something. You know what I'm saying? It'll look natural in certain ways or whatever, right? So I'm not mad at 5'7", 5'8". I started talking about old girl from the ballerina who's like 5'4". Then ain't no amount of shoes gonna help her look like Wonder Woman in the comics or whatever. Because like you said, BA, she is. I mean, you matter of fact, you measuring this person against David Cornsweet, like you said, and then like if we all think that what's the name is gonna be Batman, he's like 6'2", 6'3" or whatever. So you want her to at least be 6 feet. Not in real life, but with the shoes, if we can make the shoes to make her 6 feet, then we should be good. But go ahead, my bad.
No, you good. But yeah, a little bit of camera magic and tall shoes will be able to take care of that. But yeah, it's just crazy because like each of the women that we're looking at, in the early to mid 30s, and each of them 5'7". So, but yeah, I think they have a good selection, and I wouldn't be too surprised if they pop up in a movie, even if it's just something quick, just to have her established within the DCU. So I wouldn't be too surprised.
So y'all, go ahead, BJ. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just as a comparison, I looked at Millie Alcock. Supergirl is only 5'5", so any of these 5'7" women that we all threw out would actually kind of work to be more physically imposing, and than Supergirl.
Yes.
There you go.
And that's why I was saying, like, you don't want her to be itty bitty, because then, like, then we're gonna start having a conversation to be what you just said. What's the difference? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all 5'5". That ain't gonna work. So no, like, you want to at least kind of be up there with those guys. Like I said, if you have Slanar, say he Batman or whatever, like I say he's 6'2", whatever, then Cornsway 6'4", you want your Wonder Woman at least with the shoes on to be about 6 feet, you know what I'm saying, or close to it, you know what I'm saying, 5'11" or something like that. So like you say, you also want her to kind of be imposing in a certain light or whatever. So yeah, I'm with you, because I already know.
As long as she can hold her sword still, behind her back, that's all I need. That's all I need.
And she gonna have them wide. She gonna have that wide back.
I'm gonna let that sit for a second.
Let it marinate.
No, he threw me off with that, man. No, Melissa Morel, that's my pick. That's my pick. Because like you said, I think they're gonna go more with the ethnic type of background with Wonder Woman, bro. So, you know, especially with what Gal Gadot did or whatever, you know, she was a popular character. You know, I know her acting wasn't the greatest, but she still was popular. So I think they're gonna probably stay within that lane, and they're gonna probably go with somebody like in that realm. I think the popular pick is what's the girl's name y'all said? You and Cuz said BA from damn, what's the name of that show? Andor.
Yeah.
So how tall is she again?
5'7" as well.
She's 5'7".
Like they would come out tomorrow and say she's Wonder Woman. I'm not mad, bro. I'm not mad. As long, like I said, as long as it ain't no girl from Ballerina, because she's not tall enough. So, I mean, it's fine. I'm cool with that either way. But like I said, if you ask me, I definitely would have got Melissa from Scream 6. So that's gonna be my pick. Let's see what we got next, fellas. So, well, these are some of the pictures I think a lot of people will kind of going with. I think Jamie Alexander too old now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I thought she was. So I was like,
they're about 10 years too late on her. About 10 years too late on her. What you say, BJ?
No, I was gonna say the one at the bottom looked like Cree Summer for a second.
Well, you tell me the one on the bottom left.
Yep.
So you know who that is, right?
No.
That's old girl from they play Scarab in Moon Knight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I've heard a lot of people saying her name, you know what I'm saying? So she's
one
of
them out there too,
yeah. I heard her name too. So and I don't know how tall she is though, but I mean she didn't look short in the show, you know what I'm saying? But then again, you standing against so I mean she's actually probably taller than him. But yeah, so yeah, I heard her name right there too. But all right, y'all, let's see what we got next here, man. Check it out. Cause I know you would like this. Pierce Bronson says Dr. Fate will appear in the Superman sequel, Man of Tomorrow, and he also said he wants to play him. So okay, I'm about to shoot some. You know what? Do y'all want him to play in this movie? What you think, BA?
Yes.
This is twofold for me. Do I want him to play this movie? Yes. I don't have an issue, but where did he get this information from? Pierce Brosnan is 72 years old. Well, he's approaching that senile age. Where did he get this? Like, I didn't hear James Gunn confirm none of this. I'm glad you brought it up. I should have told the clip, but so somebody, of course, y'all already know James Gunn is very transparent. Somebody asked him on Threads about this, and he said he didn't know. We don't know where this information came from. So there is no Dr. Fate or anything. He didn't tell anybody this. There's been no confirm anything from James Gunn saying he's gonna be in here. So I don't know where he got this from. I don't know if this is kind of like a little nudge saying like, hey, put him in there or what, but I don't know.
Throw it out there. Let the
man, he probably heard some rumblings. Maybe went down the wrong rabbit hole when it comes to Dr. Fate or something like that. Like, oh yeah, I was supposed to be a part of this. Yeah, if Black Adam would have worked out, you know, you're supposed to be a Black Adam too, brother. Not this. You know, you gotta take what people say.
I'm not mad at it.
Sometimes I keep telling people that. So I'm not mad if he does get cast, like if they do go that route. But I mean, he's 72, man. You can get somebody 52 with the same role, man. You can go 40 years. I mean, yeah, you can go 40 years younger and still cast somebody for Dr. Fate, as long as they look the part, throw some gray hair on them or something like that. I'm not. That Pierce Brosnan, shout out, 007, my guy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, just stay off the Twitter feed, brother. Stay away from it.
What you got, cuz?
I would love for him to come back. Yeah. The reason why I would like for him to come back is to essentially hand the mantle off, because I don't see him staying for the whole run of the DCU. So let him come back, have a proper ending. Even if it is within Man of Tomorrow, have a proper ending within it, and then can move on. I just want to see him on screen one more time as Dr. Fate, and then just be able to have that true closure, and then can just move on from there. So I'll be okay with that.
What you got, Big J? Be the voice of reason, Big J. What's up?
So I'm thinking that what you're saying is that he heard that Doctor Strange was going to be in Doomsday and got confused because he ain't take his
maybe that's what it was.
His Alzheimer's medications.
Very well could happen. That's a very plausible story, sir.
It really could be. It really could have been, because I'm like, yo, where'd you get this from? There was no no whispers, no rumors, no nothing. We tied to this, like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't hear nothing. So when I saw this, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, he was in old folks' home eating his tapioca, and he looked up and heard Doctor, and he was like, "Oh, superhero Doctor, that's me." And so that's what it was. I mean, now
trying to suit up again.
Yeah,
the guy who plays Doctor Strange is going to be on a show tomorrow. Like, we said you gonna be a man on a show tomorrow? You said Doctor. I play Dr. Fate, so yeah, that's me.
Fate, Strange, that's whatever.
It's all the same, yeah.
No, I was gonna say the fun thing though is, Will told me he want to bring him back to send him off prop. So you gonna bring him back to kill him again? Because he died in the last one. You gonna bring him back and kill him as soon as he?
But that was the DCEU. That don't matter.
You didn't die right. You didn't die right. You didn't die right.
Yeah, that's a DCEU. That don't count. Now you got to bring him into the DCU
and then kill him again.
Well,
hold on, because wait, James Gunn's wife was in that one too. So I thought everything she was in, maybe partially canon-ish. I don't know.
No, I'm about to say, Adebayo gonna go and they gonna dub over her voice and say, "We need Dr. Fate." Something like that. No. Listen, let's not act like he wasn't the best part of him and Hodge. What's his name?
Aldous Hodge.
Thank you, Aldous Hodge. Both of them were the best part of Black Adam. Let's not act like that wasn't the case. I hated they killed off Dr. Fate. What you say?
Dwayne Johnson got something to say about it. He said that movie was the highest grossing movie of that year.
So I hate they killed off Dr. Fate in that movie. Because listen, bro, he was the best part of that movie, bro. And it was crazy. He was them casting him was probably the best casting of that movie. Him, like I said, then second place was Aldous. So yeah, I would love to see a Dr. Fate. I don't think it's gonna be him, because by the time they do cast this movie, like BJ said, he's gonna be 92. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at what BA said too. Like, if you get somebody, you can cast somebody at like 40 or whatever. But it's gonna depend on like I was saying about Wildcat. Like, are you saying that the Justice Society was a group from back in the day, or are they going to be another group on top of what's going on with the Justice League? Because we kind of seen two of those in the comics, right? We also saw that Earth 2 comic back in New 52, where they were the younger versions of the Justice Society or whatever. So that's why I'm like, it's going to depend on what they decide to do. I'm not mad that they got a dude who's like 45 or whatever to play Dr. Fate, because I would trust that guy 45 playing Dr. Fate for another like 10 years compared to, Pierce Bronson trying to play him for another 10 years or whatever. So, but it'll be see what we got next here, y'all. Check it out. We're going over to Marvel now. MCU will introduce its own version of Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus. Well, cuz, what you think on this one, man? Do you want this reboot to happen, or are you saying move on and find somebody else, man?
Nah, it's expected, especially if they gonna have this Prime Earth essentially. have the one Earth, and have everybody from will be on that planet or be on that Earth. It just makes sense to reboot and just have your own versions of the villains, because these guys are from your older Spider-Man. You want to completely close off that Spider-Man storyline, and for you to be able to do that, you also have to end the villains as well. So it's Toby. Toby's got to go, and Toby's villains got to go as well. Toby Spider-Man. I see the glasses. Toby's Spider-Man got to go. So his villains as well to for your ending. And it's just the right way of doing it. So the MCU can actually have their own true Spider-Man villain. So it's good. It just makes sense. It's I wouldn't say it's overdue, but it's due at this point.
Yeah, it really do.
Yeah.
What you got, Big J?
I don't have a problem with them bringing that. I mean, we need to have a Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn is integral in a lot of things, and we haven't had him in the MCU. I mean, who's supposed to run the Dark Avengers, which that should have been what we had for the Thunderbolts. It was either supposed to be him or oh boy, who's supposed to be in the raft? Nemo, not Nemo. What's his name?
Yeah,
Zemo.
Baron Zemo.
Baron Zemo. Yeah.
Baron Zemo. Yes.
So if you don't have Zemo or him running, then what are we doing?
And give Zemo the damn mask, man. I'm tired of that too, man.
Yeah, he ain't had a mask. He just dancing in the club. That's what he. One move too. He just had the one arm going. Everybody's going crazy.
Remember in what was it? Falcon Winter Soldier. He had the mask on for literally 2 seconds and took it right back off. Like, what was the point of it? So everybody said, "Oh, look, he had the mask on."
So they can make a hot toy. They can make a hot toy with the mask on and the one with the mask off, and that's two different toys. See, you ain't know about that.
Right. They could have CGI'd the mask on his face. You know what I'm saying?
They probably did, because that's even though they spent $40,000 to put CGI a mask for 3 seconds.
Back in Hot Toys.
Huh?
They got the money back in the Hot Toys.
Yeah, probably so. What you got, BA?
Yeah, I'm pretty much on board for everybody here, and shout out to Coleman Domingo. Like, hey, you'll be a great Norman Osborn, man. You ain't got to do. We can hire a stunt double for the suit thing. Don't even worry about that. You ain't got to do none of that stuff. But the on-screen presence, deliverance, powerful scenes about monologues and stuff like that. He got it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he kept his mouth closed. Pause. If you watch this, so it's not like his Netflix joint where it was just he lost control on the lower side. He kept that. He did his thing on that. So I'm all for it. So yeah, that's who I would nominate at least for one of them. And I'm wonder if they gender swap Doc Ock. I'm wondering if they do that.
No,
I know they did it on the kids version. If you watch the kids joint, it's definitely a female. If you watch some of these animated joints, it's definitely female. It's starting like if anybody that's being gender swapped, it's starting to be him. I wonder if they continue that route. I'm not sure. Who knows at this point? But I wouldn't be shocked. Let's say that.
So instead of Otto, it's Octavia.
So, are you gonna dispute the fact that Norman Osborn is actually black? We all seen the waves. Norman he's had waves in the comics, so we don't want to hear nothing about people online going crazy because they made him black. That man has had waves.
He was already black.
He had waves for 50. He was just light skinned.
They about to do. They about to pull out that old Jack Kirby comic book when he first drew him. Yeah, and they about to say this dude is pale skinned out here, bro. That's what they gonna say. He ain't Tobias Wells. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. Every time I seen him, he's got a do rag somewhere because them waves are sticking every time he on there.
Yeah, him and his son, bro. They be using that Soul Glow. Man, he used that blue magic grease or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think we already knew this was gonna happen, bro. Everything getting rebooted after Secret Wars. The main these is two main adversaries right here. You gotta reboot them. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's not a world of Spider-Man without Norman Osborn. Now, this is the only thing I'm concerned about. If they do reboot it, is he gonna remember these villains? Or is it going to be kind of like once everything gets resetted?
Say it again.
Is he going to remember?
I think they're going to be new. I think they're going to get created. I don't think they probably would have been around.
Yeah, he's in knowledge now.
No. What I'm saying is like he knows of Dr. Octopus, not the Dr. Octopus from the movie. So is he gonna, if he see this guy with tentacles, he automatically like, oh yeah, that's Otto Octavius. I already know who that is. Or when he sees Green Goblin again, he's like, oh, that's well, no, I mean the faces and stuff gonna be different. I know that's gonna be different, but I'm talking about the actual characters. Like you see this guy flying on a glider. I know who that is already. That's Norman Osborn or whatever.
Well,
they should have.
Or they gonna completely forget who those characters are, and it's gonna be like, oh, I don't know who this flying creature is on a glider or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder how they gonna do that.
From what I understand, they said that when they do the reset, they're going to make it to where everybody's always existed, so that no longer will you have the why wasn't this person here for this story. Is everybody's always been there, and it's just we all on one universe, and nobody remembers anything except everybody always being there.
I feel say because I was like, if they start everything over, are those people gonna remember that? Like, bro, I fought a version of this guy. I know who that is. That's Norman Osborn. Like,
yeah,
come arrest him. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I already know who he is. But no, if you're saying it that way, BJ, that makes sense. Then that makes sense. So, okay, yeah, I mean that'll work. I was wondering that when I heard this story, it's like, but then he already know who they are, so it's not gonna really help. But all right, y'all, let's see. We got our last one here. So check this one out. Big J already giving spoilers away. So check it out, fellas. James Cameron says he has plans to make 2 more Alita Battle Angel movies. So supposedly right now, him and Jesus, what's the guy name who directed this movie? I'm blanking. I'm about to say Cesar Romero. That's not Cesar Romero. What's the guy name who directed? Thank you.
Robert Rodriguez.
Thank you, Robert Rodriguez. They right now he said they're working on a script. So I'm wondering if with James Cameron's rapport, you know what I'm saying, him bringing in money, bringing over $5 billion to the studio. Does he have enough pool to say, hey man, can we drop this movie? Now they might mess around and be like, oh yeah, we'll drop the movie, but you got directed. Might do something like that. Because right now he's producing it, but Rodriguez is the one who actually directing it. So, which the movie pretty good in my opinion. But what you think about this though, Big J?
I mean, I don't have any problem with it. I like the first one, and I was looking it up. So it made $404 million at the box office too. So it depends. But they said the production budget was supposedly $170 million. So it didn't do well domestically. It did well internationally. So it brought 319 of those 404 million internationally.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But I watched it. I mean, that movie is in heavy rotation. I've watched it probably 20 times because I like it. I like the action. I like the story. I like the world that they were building in that. So like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing that again and going back to that because I hate it. That's one I wouldn't mind seeing the story continue. You know. What about you, BA?
Yeah, I agree. I think they did a great job with that. I was in the world for a while. I thought that little girl was real for a second. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely did the trick when it came to that. Just the whole Pinocchio thing of it in a sense, right? We all, I mean, that's our folklore, as a kid. So anytime we see something that's crossing those lines, it's like, okay, we're going to have a deep rooted interest in it because that's how we all kind of came up in a sense. So I enjoyed it. I had to rewatch it though, because I kind of forgot about it a little bit. But once I rewatched it, I was like, yeah, no, this is dope. This is definitely dope. Dope enough to see the how this world continues on, how they flush it out. I'm interested, like I said, I thank you, Big J, for saying how much they spent on it. Because I didn't. I was like, how much did because these CGI, these animated CGI joints. They kind of expensive, and they take a little bit to make, in a sense, right? It took a while to make. So hopefully technology made it a little bit more simpler for a movie like this. I don't need to see a uptick in graphics. I can see the same movie, just give me a different story, in a sense. So let's hope that they can do that. And just dive into they did the right thing, whereas though I'm gonna put you dead center and I'm gonna have, it's a lot of backstory that I can talk about, and we can also push it forward. They got a good spot in a sense, and they can go either way. And like I said, I enjoyed it, and I would like to see how this work gets flushed out. So yeah, 2 more movies that could be pushing it, but I definitely see the next one for sure.
He said they're gonna work on the second one right now. He said 2 and 3, but they're gonna try their best to get 2 out. So 3 is not a guarantee. Is what James Cameron said. But
should already be
ready. Only thing I gotta say is, could this replace Avatar? Like, I'd rather have these movies, 2 of these movies instead of the Avatar. And
it's too late. It's too late. Oh, it's cussing, bro. Why are you cussing, bro? Watch your language.
No, that's all I got. Let's replace the Avatar movies with Alita, Battle Angel, and I'll be happy.
Listen, I don't know if they're gonna do another Avatar movie after this. I guess if they make another $2 billion, they probably will. But if they do, if I was James Cameron, I'd be like, yo, I'll make this movie if you go ahead and greenlight Alita Battle Angel 2. Like you said, BA, the movie felt open-ended. Yeah. Like it felt like it was ready for a sequel at the end of the movie. Like you said, domestically it didn't make a lot of money. It made a lot of money internationally, because for a lot of people who don't know, this is based off a manga story. So it's where they kind of got the idea from. So that's probably why it made more money internationally than it did domestically. So that's what I think the studio's probably worried about. Is like, what is it going to do internationally? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, 300 something million, that's not bad. Not domestically. Internationally, that's not bad. I think anybody would kill to have that. But we would say LBA. We would say.
I wasn't saying anything.
But yeah, no, like I said, I definitely want to lead a Battle Angel. Hey, what did you watch it on, BA? Was it on Disney Plus? Is it on Disney Plus or is it on Hulu? Disney. Okay. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it again. Like you said,
Disney via Hulu.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it then. Cause like I said, it was a good movie, man. Like you said, I ain't even watched it as many times as you, Big J, but I have watched it a bunch of times. It's just been a while, so I'm gonna watch it again. Cause I tell you, I tried to keep my ears to the ground, hopefully hearing some kind of news that they were going to do a sequel. There was rumblings back then, because I think it made money on VOD. I think, I could be wrong. And then, like you said, it made money internationally. So, I think it got a cult following and stuff like that. It gained its popularity after it left the movies and stuff like that. So I thought maybe the studio would have kind of picked up on that and tried to, maybe greenlight another one. But I think that's also too around the time, if y'all think about it, that was around the time that Fox got bought out by Disney. So that might have hurt his momentum too. So then they might, if they can get their ducks in a row, man, they might have a chance to get another sequel. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah,
other than that, man, I just checked into it as well. Hold up. Lego Movie 2 and How to Train Your Dragon both came out within that release period. Not necessarily the same day, but within that month in a sense. So
a lot of crossover.
If you looking for an animated movie, you're not familiar with what this is, you're gonna go see the other 2 projects in a sense too. Yeah. So I think that might have played with it too. So
what year was it? What year was it?
2019, February 2019.
So it was before the pandemic. Okay. Yeah. When did Fox get bought out? When that 18? Was it 18, wasn't it?
2017.
It would have affected it. Yeah. They would have still been figuring stuff out.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm gonna say, because I was like, that might have been around the time they were getting bought out. That might have had something to do with it too. So I can see. I mean, listen, if Tron got a sequel, come on, man. Like, what we doing? Like, let's get this sequel going. Speaking of the sequel, man, let's get the sequel to Playback.
Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment. Pause. If you're tired of the national media and the annoying ways they sometimes cover sports and other events, give the Glow Sun Production channel on Playback a try. We cover new and old school basketball, wrestling, and geek culture. And just recently, we've added boxing, mixed martial arts, anime, and even video gaming. So if you have time in your busy day, give our channel on Playback a look and check out some of our replays while you're at it. Another special shout out to our favorite at Playback. Back to the show.
All right, y'all. Let's get to some of these questions and comments. We got a new said Diamond says hi. And then she was talking to Big J. She said handsome. And then we got Salam in the building. He says, what's up? What's up, Salam? Oh man, hold on. Salam said he was disappointed, man. He says Running Man was disappointing. He said expected more from Riot Scott Pilgrim as was peak. He said this one felt generic. Powell was good. Shout out to the brother from All America. Yeah, he sure was, and I forgot about that. Especially Jamie Lawson. He said, damn. I will say this one thing. I did expect it to be a little bit more action. A little bit more higher stakes. Like you can't find anywhere to sit for too long because somebody trying to kill you, with every turn or whatever. That's what I kind of was expecting. It felt like whatever action beat y'all saw in the trailer, that was it in the movie. So I kind of agree with you on that, Salam. I'm not gonna lie. I still like the movie though, but I definitely see where you're going with that. Let's see what we got next. He said, I enjoyed the politics and some action. He said it just didn't work for me, especially the third act. I can't argue with you.
Outside of the airplane.
Yeah. I can't argue with you on that, bro. I see what he's going with that. It's one of those cases where it's like, yeah, I liked it, but if people say what he just said, then I can't argue with you. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Coleman was great, held up to Richard Dawson. Yeah, he did. He was real good. But Richard Dawson was both Coleman and Josh Brolin in the old movie. You know what I'm saying? So for them to have both of those guys to play well for both of those parts, you definitely got to give them credit for that. And then he says we need okay. Is your girl from Mandalorian? I said Mandalorian.
Andor.
Thank you, Andor. I keep blinking on Andor name, bro. The best part of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. Literally. You know it's true. You think what's better in Star Wars? What's better than Andor? Or
no,
Andor is a combination of the God. This is a long night. The movie.
Rogue One.
Movie.
Rogue One, and do you have the series? So yeah, that's the whole combination of it. That was by far the best Star Wars setup.
I like Andor. That was one of my
favorite. I know. I'm
saying people hate Andor.
What
because they don't know Star Wars.
Nah, he's saying that it's not better than Last Skywalker, bro. What he's saying?
I thought he was going to say The Last Dragon. I was saying that wasn't better than The Last Dragon.
He ain't saying that. He ain't saying that.
Where are we going with this? Where are we going? I'm just saying it let the few lightsabers for me. That's all I'm saying. That's
what made it so great. The only lightsaber you needed was at the end of Rogue One.
That's not why you fell in love with Star Wars. Stop it. That's not why you fell in love with it.
I fell in love with good storytelling.
Exactly. Great storytelling. And that's what they brought in Rogue One and Andor was great storytelling.
Which is crazy.
The best part about Rogue One was the last scene.
Yes. When Vader walking through people, it was great storytelling, and then it ended with
it killed a lot of people.
That was the culmination. That was the culmination of great storytelling.
Right. Can I ask a question though about Rogue One at the end with the Vader scene?
Mm-hmm. What was up?
After he finished killing everybody, he was standing at that in the little hallway, where the docking was gone. Why was his cape blowing in the wind when there was no wind in space?
Yeah, he has a question.
That's his
Jay. Stop asking questions out here, man. Let the dude do what he wants. He was using the force to move his cape.
He was using the force. He said, "Nah." Somebody there was one time he had an auto billow feature on his cape.
Yeah, I didn't think about that now until you just said it. I'm like, oh,
that's one of the buttons on his chest plate is to create the wind force to keep his armor cool. To actually. It keeps him cool in a sense.
You saying he was gassy?
Like, you know how you got your dryer? You got the dryer being outside? It's blowing outside? That's how it is.
Overheat in a sense. You know what I'm saying? It keeps the wind regulation so he doesn't overheat.
So you say it's breaking wind.
That's all I got.
You hear that's the wind coming out there, bro. Come on, BJ. Science, bro.
That's scientific. That's science. You can argue what you want. That's science right there.
You did watch it now. I'll tell you everything. Salam also says the difference between Geek'D and others is acting. Look, I got you, Salam. I got you. You must be a favorite Wonder Woman. Don't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. He also says Wonder Woman needs to be intimidated. Yes. Now, you know what's crazy? I guess we ain't gonna never see a live action Barda. The Barda's supposed to be like what 6'3" or something like that, or
well,
whatever.
They saying this could be that casting for that as well. Like that name has been brought up as one of the people that it might not be. Yeah, it might not be Wonder Woman that they casting. It could be somebody else. We're just assuming that it's Wonder Woman. But when they say like tall and able, physically in tune, it could fit that as well. So we could be overshooting it. And then James Gunn said, "I never told you Wonder Woman was gonna be in this movie."
Mm-hmm. You know what? BA just made some sense.
Comes through.
Let me tell you why. Because Sanctuary is attached to Apocalypse and Doomsday, and I'm gonna say Doomsday, Apocalypse and all. No, I'm saying Apocalypse. Well, yes, the city, the planet Apocalypse, but Darkseid. Big Barda was part of the Furies before she ended up leaving with Mr. Miracle and doing her own thing or whatever, right? So we don't know. She might not be with Mr. Miracle yet in this movie if they decide to go that route. So she might still be, or unless they find her, she's trying to give them warning, like don't go there and all that type of stuff. Maybe that's what it is, but that makes sense. That makes sense. And then I finally get my wish to find some kind of new god in the movie, but I didn't think about that. Now the idea of who to cast is going to be a whole lot different now. So man, that's I didn't think about that. That's a good point, bro. Pierce Bronson was dope as Dr. Fate, but why are we mixing these universes, man? Salam, he's not in the movie. He's not in the movie. We don't know where Pierce Bronson got this news from. We don't know. Like I said, he must have been on a Reddit page or something. I don't know what it is, bro. He's not gonna be in the movie. James Gunn already kind of put on.
He said they keep calling Patrick Stewart. Why they can't call me?
Yeah, is that like, bro? They're not calling you because nobody picked the phone up to call. There was no call. There's no text. There's no email. No fax. No nothing. Nobody said that, bro. Where you? That's what you need to ask them. So where you getting this from? Who told you this?
So when he said that, did he still have a needle in his arm, or what happened? When was he just drifted off and he's like, what I'm saying?
I have no idea. You know how you be in a nursing home to get them pills. You probably don't want to.
No, wait, we not gonna gloss over the fact that he just said Pierce Boston on that stuff. Like we not
on that stuff, man.
Gloss over. No, bro, we not gonna let you gloss over the fact that he just said.
Hey, I tried to clean it up. I said the pills in the nursing home.
Steroid, man. He's not gonna do that. This show is off the
Oh my god, I love this show, man. Oh man. Hey.
Before we roll out real quick, y'all gotta watch Frankenstein on Netflix.
So King threatened my life when I Oh yeah, some people died in the very beginning of the show, movie. In the very beginning of the movie, people died. They definitely died for sure.
Throughout.
Well, no, I mean like really was done. What?
Yeah.
I mean, it got messed up.
But at the very beginning, I had to rewind when he hit oh boy, when he fell back. I had to rewind to see how he break him. It's Frankenstein on Netflix.
Yeah. So like I said, King threatened me with bodily harm when I told him I thought it was all right to me. I know right now it's like everybody talking about like it's the best thing ever that Netflix ever made or whatever, and I'm just like, I mean, it was all right. I was expecting more from it, I guess. But yeah, it got great reviews and everything. Like I said, everybody loved it. King loved it. So I mean, my wife, I think she left like halfway through. She was like, "No, this is boring. I'm going to bed." I'm like, "Oh." Well. She's like, "Can you just stay?" She wanted me to stay up and watch it so I can let her know what happened around. Like, so I gotta suffer. Okay, all right, bet. Matter of fact, the same night we watched, was it Long Walk? You know, watching Long Walk before that. So yeah. But yeah,
Which
man.
one
Like I
more
said,
entertaining?
Long Walk, bro. Y'all gotta watch Long Walk, bro. That movie.
All right.
Hey, it's Stephen King.
Yeah,
Well, they might need to start a Stephen King streaming service, bro, because they have all
It's,
these movies and shows on there.
It's going to be called Steven Universe.
It's gonna be called A Turtle.
I see what you did there.
I was wondering if anybody would catch it.
Copyright. He wants somebody to get sued. Bro, what are y'all doing? Hold on, it's not wrong. Send this in to the courthouse. He tripping. You know better. But yeah, man. Listen, guys, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. Big Barty, yeah. I do, yeah. She part of
who should be, but
ooh, hold on, let's see what BJ talking about. Hold on.
No.
Oh man, Gina Carano.
She physically imposing.
Yeah.
Although she's only 5'8", she looked bigger. She looked bigger than 5'8".
They might have CGI her a little bit to make her taller.
I mean, she was standing next to Pedro Pascal. I don't know how tall he is.
Pedro like 6'5".
Pedro ain't no 6'5".
5'10".
Yeah, he probably about 5'10". Yeah, he ain't that.
Yeah, he 5'10". So yeah, so 5'8" woman would look like with boots on would probably look like 7'12" next to him.
Oh man, Salon said she went to the Geek'D School of Acting. Man, that's wild, bro. Bro, the best movie she ever played in. I don't know if y'all remember that movie. What's it called? Haywire. Well, she really didn't do no talking in that movie. It was straight action. That movie was good. It was pretty good. That was her first acting debut. It was pretty good, man. It had Michael Fassbender in there and some other people I forgot. But yeah, you know, because she was an MMA fighter, so they pretty much used that. And I feel like they dubbed over her voice or whatever. But yeah, she didn't have a lot of speaking roles, but that movie was pretty good. It was just straight action.
Was that the one she got on the Juggernaut B?
She barely talked in that movie. Yeah. Think about it. She barely talked in that. But yeah, man. Listen, guys, like I said, we appreciate y'all, man, geeking out with your boys. We'll be back here on Saturday, y'all. So please come back Saturday. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button, man. We definitely would appreciate that too. You got something you gonna add, BJ?
I'm looking at Will. Will look for that movie.
No, so yeah, we'll be back Saturday. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, guys. Follow us on Twitter, all them good things. And we'll be back here on Saturday, y'all. Stay geeked. And we out.